Tonight on ABC 57 News at 6, video of South Bend's plane crash caught on cameras at the airport. What a technician who was on the ground that day has to say.
Plus, a scare in Buchanan. Why police want you to keep an eye out for this guy. And all new at 6.
I think it's good because it means they get to learn more.
Big changes are in the works for Elkhart schools. What this means for your kids and why some parents say they are not on board.
Well, right now, very quiet across the area. Slight chance of a shower as we head into the evening hours, but a better chance by the end of the week. And we also have to talk about some cooler weather moving back in. I have all the details with the 10-day forecast coming up. ABC 57 News at 6 starts now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 6.
Tonight, for the very first time, we are getting a look at surveillance video from the South Bend airport showing a plane in the final moments before it went down. That plane hit 3 homes along North Iowa Street in March. Good evening. I'm Brian Dorman.
And I'm Kim Chappell. Today we talked with an eyewitness who saw the whole thing unfold from start to finish.
ABC 57's Daryl Bajoris is live outside the South Bend Control Tower with that stunning new video. Daryl.
Brian, I had a chance to look over that video today with the line technician. He gave me a clearer picture of what happened, saying it will forever be etched in the back of his mind. Now let's take a look at that video. In it, you can see emergency crews rushing towards the runway. According to reports from NTSB, the plane tried to land 2 times. The first time, reports say it only had 1 set of landing gear down, so the pilot was told to circle back around. Now the technician who witnessed the crash says it was going way too fast and there was just too little runway, so it pulled back up in an effort to slow down. He says the second time it attempted to land, it had to default on that 1 set of landing gear, but again was going so fast it skipped along the runway like a rock against water. That's when he says the plane pulled back up, losing all control.
It took it back off into the air and went immediately into a hard right bank, and from there it just kept turning right until it turned all the way over. And it looked as if it landed on its back, nose first.
Now, as you can imagine, weeks and months after the crash, it's still very upsetting. The technician says every time he sees a plane land, he fears the same thing could happen again. Reporting live in South Bend, Daryl Bajoris, ABC 57 News.
All new tonight at 6. Some big changes are coming to Elkhart Community Schools. The district has been trying to find ways to deal with a $2 million deficit. Today, the board decided where those cuts will fall. ABC 57's Jillian Mahan is live outside of Woodland Elementary School in Elkhart. And Jillian, where did the school find $2 million to cut in their budget?
Well, it's all in the transportation. The district is trying to eliminate about 10 buses from the 2013-2014 school year. But to do that, they're going to have to combine some bus routes. They're going to have to rezone the elementary schools and change the school schedules.
I think it's good because it means they get to learn more.
I think it'll be good for the kids. I think they'll learn more.
You know, I think there are some pros and cons to what they passed.
As the PTO president and mom of 2 elementary school students, Kirsten Peterson was the only parent we talked to today who expressed any lingering concerns about Elkhart Community Schools' newest resolution.
I have a kindergartner that's going to be starting school next year, and I think 7 hours is a long time for her to be in school.
Today, the school district decided to change school schedules to make bus routes more economical. For the 2013-2014 school year, elementary schools in Elkhart Community School District will begin at 8:45 in the morning and end at about 4 in the afternoon. That's an extra 70 minutes of class time.
I think the extra instructional time will be great for a lot of kids, and I think it will be great that the district is saving money.
Secondary schools will also have schedule changes. School will begin at 7:30 in the morning and end at 2:45. That's 10 minutes shorter than the current schedule. By staggering the secondary and primary school schedules, the district hopes to eliminate 10 buses next year and possibly more.
In Elkhart, we had a 2-tiered system where our elementary day was inside of our secondary day, and it caused for some inefficiencies in transportation.
To optimize the new schedule, the district has also rezoned 11 of the 14 elementary schools. So some kids will be going to different elementary schools next school year. And that's where the district has received most of the pushback from parents.
So I think people are nervous, but I think they have a lot of faith in the school district.
Now, Peterson says, as the PTO president, ultimately she believes that the pros will outweigh the cons for this new resolution. There is a 2-year moratorium on buying new buses for the school district. And to find out whether your child will be affected by these rezonings in the elementary schools, you can go to our website at abc57.com and click on What's On. Reporting live from Elkhart, Jillian Mayen, ABC 57 News.
Chief, taking a look at the weather. Earlier the sun was out, it was beautiful, warmed up quickly, but now the clouds are really building.
Yeah, a couple of clouds out there, not enough instability to produce a lot of showers. That's the good news. If you have outdoor plans, should be fine. Like we're talking barbecue, should be just fine right now. We do have a couple of showers possible, but most of the heavy stuff is going to stay to our south. ABC 57 first warning Doppler radar. In fact, right now, keeping an eye on things, not showing any showers coming down. We do have those clouds, and again, most of the showers will be off to the south of us this evening. We will eventually see the return, though. Better chance of showers by the end of the week. High temperatures today, nice, mid to a couple of upper 70s, 77 South Bend and Rochester, 75 in Goshen, 73 today in Warsaw. And right now we're at 73 degrees in Goshen. And if you're heading out around Buchanan right now, also running at 73 degrees. So a comfortable evening out there. Overnight tonight will be pretty good. But again, that chance of rain will be on the increase. The very latest timing into your neighborhood with Forecast Track coming up in just a few minutes. Guys.
3 missing women are now safe. Police believe that they were held captive inside a Cleveland home for 10 years.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable story. Last night, a neighbor heard pleas for help and smashed through the front door. One of the women, Amanda Berry, ran next door and then frantically called 911.
Help me, I'm Amanda Berry. I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years and I'm here, I'm free now.
She told police there were 2 more women still captive inside that house. Police arrested the homeowner, Ariel Castro, a former school bus driver, and his 2 brothers. Neighbors say they're stunned.
I thought he was a nice guy. He was loving to all the kids in the neighborhood. He was nice to me since I was 5 years old. Never had any kind of suspicion.
Police say they've started interviewing those women, but they're proceeding very carefully given the trauma that they've endured. Now up next on World News with Diane Sawyer, more on the investigation and reaction from the victims' families.
Today, ABC 57 met with the prosecutor, investigators, and advocates at the new St. Joseph County Family Justice Center. It's now in South Bend. We wanted to see how many missing person reports are open right now. ABC 57's Judy Lykowski joins us live with what she learned about local cases. Judy, good evening.
You guys, we found out there are dozens of missing person cases right here in St. Joseph County alone that are still active and still open. And if any of those unsolved cases ever even remotely ended like the one did in Ohio, this would be the place behind me that the investigation would be conducted. Now, I'm told that here in St. Joseph County, this is the only county in the region that has a freestanding building housing detectives, prosecutors, and advocates in one location. Mike Dvorak, the St. Joseph County prosecutor, today took us on a tour inside the one-stop shop for victims, showing us the various wings. Dvorak says the case files on individual missing persons are done at the individual police stations throughout the county. So we checked in with South Bend Police Department, and they have 12 or 13 active cases, some dating back decades.
That just means that the couple of adults that are in there have been missing for an exceptionally long period of time. Case is still open. We're still hoping for some help by the public to solve those.
Now, the director of this unit right here says that there very well could be cases right here in our community that are kept secret, and she wants victims to know that their services are free and available to the public if they or their families were ever to need them. Reporting live in South Bend, Judy Lykowski, ABC 57 News.
Tonight, Buchanan police are looking for a man. They say he exposed himself to 2 young girls and then a woman at 2 different places on the same day. ABC 57's Emily Pritchard joins us live near McCoy Creek Park, where police say that first incident happened. So, Emily, do they think that this man is from that area?
Well, Kim, they are not sure. That's why they're asking your help tonight to see if you know this man, if you've seen this man, and can help find him. Take a good look at this sketch. He is described as in his mid-30s or 40s, has a scruffy 5 o'clock shadow beard, and is missing a front tooth. Now, he exposed his genitals to 2 young girls first here at McCoy Creek Park, then about 5 hours later on Sunday to another 33-year-old woman, this time at Buchanan Common. Both times he never left his car, which is described as a dark blue Mercury Cougar with temporary Indiana license plates. Now, police say they're lucky to have so much information to go off of tonight, and they say it's great advice to pay attention if you ever find yourself in a tough situation.
And remember the little fine details that normally you wouldn't look for. Something small could be a key that could break the whole case.
Now, police told me they believe a key piece to this puzzle is finding that man's car. If you have any information on that or anything else, you're asked to contact the Buchanan Police Department. Reporting live in Buchanan, Emily Pritchard, ABC 57 News.
New information tonight on bones found in Michigan City over the weekend. The LaPorte County coroner told us today the autopsy will be performed tomorrow in Tippecanoe County. Then the bones will be moved to the state lab at Indiana University.
A nearly 80-year-old farmer walked away from a rollover accident today just west of South Bend. Now, he was hauling corn when his semi-trailer rolled right off of Tulip Road. That's where ABC 57's Jason Aubrey joins us live tonight. And Jason, that farmer is okay, but police had to shut down that road for several hours.
No, that's right, Kim. Road's back open now, but first they had to get the truck back on its wheels. Then the farmer wanted to reclaim as much corn as possible, and as you can see, he's still at it. Now, the driver of the truck says he moved over so a school bus could get by on this narrow road and went a little too far. After the truck was put back on its wheels and towed away, the farmer's sons came from Galeen and North Liberty to help him get his corn using a giant vacuum. Now, the truck had been loaded with several hundred bushels of corn before it rolled, and with prices for corn at about $5 a barrel, there were thousands of dollars at stake.
That's our livelihood. It's what pays the bills and, keeps us going through the summer.
Now, the driver told me that he does not like driving on this road. It makes him nervous. He says he doesn't like it because it's very narrow and because the ditches on both sides are very steep. And finally, the lanes have a slope to them towards those ditches. Reporting live from St. Joseph County, Jason Aubrey, ABC 57 News.
Well, don't be concerned if you see clouds of black smoke tomorrow at the South Bend Airport. Firefighters will be there doing more training. Exercises started this morning at the airport. Live fire training there at its facility. Every year, crews are taught how to handle large fuel fires.
Today, South Bend Boy Scouts held their annual Mayor's Luncheon. The Boy Scouts presented 2 awards at the Hilton Garden Inn, one to Holy Cross College and the other to a Mishawaka couple. The LaSalle Council says the skills Boy Scouts learn stay with them for life.
They say 1 out of every 100 scouts will save his own life and 1 out of 100 will save another's life because of just the first aid skills. So that's just one small example of really what scouting does today is done 103 years ago and will do 103 years from now.
The Boy Scouts also recognized local mayors who they say embody the citizenship they try to instill in the Scouts.
If approved, it would be only the second one in 169-year history of St. Mary's College. Incredible what a group of students is trying to achieve there and how their hard work in the science lab may help save lives around the world.
And keeping schools safe, the big bill Indiana Governor Mike Pence signed today and what it means for your kids.
Plus, rebuilding Benton Harbor's finances one vote at a time. Why city leaders urge residents to say yes today at the polls.
And the warm temperatures continue at this hour, but it's going to get warm and wet before the big cool down arrives. The very latest with the 10-day forecast after the break.